Senior Moments, sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group on News Talk KVNU, 102 FM and 610 AM.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton, and I'm here by myself. We're going to excuse Sid for not being here today. Before we get started with our wonderful guest today, I want to talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor is the Empowering Seniors Group, which is a group of people that have come together to help educate and inform seniors on all the different things that are out there, all the different programs and information that's helpful to know as we age. And if you guys want to know more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can check them out at empoweringseniors.info. Or if you have any questions or things you would like to know more about or suggested guests, you can email us at empoweringseniorscv@gmail.com. Or you can call Sid, and since she's not here, I get to throw this out. You can call her whenever you want, middle of the night, whatever, it doesn't matter. And her phone number is 435-512-6406. And give us a call. Let us know if there's anyone that you would like to see on the show or any information that you're curious about that you would like to know more about. And with that being said, we've got a wonderful guest. We have Catherine Madsen from Katydid Estate Sales with us today. Welcome to the show, Catherine.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, good. I'm excited to have you. This is one that I run into with Comfort Care quite a bit is, as people are aging and downsizing or their loved one passes away, what do they do with all this stuff? So that's why we're excited to have you here. So how did you get into doing estate sales?
Great question. Well, when I married my now husband, Greg Madsen, his wife had passed away and I had been divorced, and we were combining two households, and we had to sell a lot of stuff to make ourselves fit into our house that we got. And we had a good time doing that. And Greg has been a salesman for his whole life, many years. He's a great salesman. He's sold on eBay and other forums. And I used to live out east, which I went to a lot of estate sales and loved doing that. And I told Greg, I said, there's not a good estate sale. There's not really an estate sale service here in Cache Valley. And I feel like it's a service that could be really used. So we started this company, Katydid Estate Sales. We already both loved, going to antique stores and thrifting and things like that. And so it was just kind of right up our alley. And I just kind of followed the example of the women that I had seen back east who ran the estate sales back there. They were really well organized and in these beautiful homes, and it was just a lot of fun to go to those for people. So I thought we could do that here. And so we started our business, and we've been really busy ever since. What else?
That's it. No, that's fantastic. So I guess I'm curious is, what goes into planning for an estate sale?
Well, what we like to do is meet with the family and hopefully before they start throwing things away, because we have found that a lot of people start, they just get a dumpster and start throwing things away. And there's actually a lot of value in the stuff that they have. And I know that it's overwhelming for the family and that there's often this kind of disconnect where they don't really want the stuff that their family and ancestors have accumulated for generations. So I totally get that it can be overwhelming, but there is actually a lot of value in things. I'll just use an example. I think something that people like to do right off the bat is to go through the closets and they throw out grandma's clothes or their mom's clothes because they just think, well, that's easy. I don't have to, just put it in a bag and take it to the thrift store or whatever. But there's actually, believe it or not, a huge market for vintage clothing. So we always say, just leave everything where it is. Let us come kind of take an assessment. The most important thing for the family is to get out their personal papers, their, family history or anything that's valuable to them, sentimentally. That's the kind of stuff that they need to be worried about taking out. They don't need to sort anything. They just need to go through the box, leave the box, take out what they want, leave the stuff, and we'll take care of everything else.
So do you sit down with the family and go through this process and just say, hey, next week we're doing this? Or can this be someone that's calling for the future saying, hey, we know this is going to come up. What kind of thing should we be looking for?
Definitely something that you kind of need to plan for, but try not to panic. I understand that it can be, like I said, really overwhelming. So We go in. It takes us, just depending on the size of the house and the contents, it'll take us a while to get it going. And I think it takes the family a while to kind of gather and get what they want out of there, which is really important. And just one thing to note is that if we do find things that we think are personal or extremely valuable, we always set those things aside for the family. We would never sell those things without their permission.
Are you the expert, or do you bring other people in if you see something and you're like, hey, that's a cool statue?
If I have a question about something, we have a whole network of experts that we can call upon. We have people who can appraise jewelry. We have people who can appraise books, and we have people who can appraise clothing. And we have buyers for those things that we can make sure they go to the best place and that we get the best money for the family. I'm not a book expert, and if I were to go through everybody's book collections, it would take, months and look up every book. But I know people who can come in and tell me what things are worth, and they often pay much more than I would ever expect. I had a book sell for $150 the other day, just because I had the book expert come in, and he'll go through and find all the most valuable things, and then he has the right to buy them if he would like to. Same with the jewelry. We could have a professional appraiser that can go through, and of course we always discuss things like jewelry with the family, because I know those can be, personal and sentimental. So all those kinds of things we have access to. We get the best deal for we get the best deal for the family.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So when you go into the home, do you basically sit down, kind of go through the process with the family?
Yes.
And then you go through the home. And how long does that usually take then?
Once the family is finished, we've had jobs that, it depends on kind of their timeline. And I know that everybody wants to get their houses on the market, because that really is where the value lies for a lot of the family. But we can get a lot of money ahead of time for the family as well. So I'm sorry, what the question was. We go through that process. So that can take, just depending on how much just the scope of the house, it can take a month or two.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have a big staff depending on, the house. If it's a small house, it's going to take less time, obviously. But we have a really competent, honest staff that helps us out, and they're great.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, so really quick, if someone is listening to this and wants to reach out to you, what's a good phone number to reach out to you?
They can call me. My phone number happens to be out of state, but I really am here in Cache Valley. I still have my New York number. It's 914-560-6104, and I'm Catherine.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Catherine, for coming in and being on our show. We will be back here in a few short minutes and with more information on estate sales. This is the Senior Moment Show. We'll be right back.
This is Oliver with Cache Valley Pharmacy. We're working with Cache Valley's own Focus Pharmacology and CacheMedical.org to help you lose weight the right way with supplements that support your weight loss journey and easy telehealth appointments from the comfort of your own home. When you think weight loss, think Cache Valley Pharmacy, your partner for a healthier, more confident you. Visit us at CacheValleyPharmacy.com or go to CacheMedical.org to start your weight loss journey today.
I think Mom needs a little more help.
What I really need is a boyfriend who can drive at night.
Hi, this is Bruce with Comfort Care. With Comfort Care at your side, you can live your best life possible. We know families can't be there 24/7, which is why we can help with as little or as much home care as you need, so you can live in your own home on your own terms.
Could you give me a phone number? My daughter was texting.
Together with Comfort Care, you can live your best life possible. Call us today at 754-7676. That's 754-7676.
This is Scott Howder with White Pine Funeral Services. For generations, family has meant everything here in Cache Valley, and when families need compassion most, they turn to White Pine Funeral Services. Whether you're planning ahead to ease the burden on loved ones or honoring a life with dignity and care, White Pine Funeral Services is here to guide you every step of the way. Thank you, Cache Valley, for allowing White Pine to serve this incredible community with compassion, respect, and heartfelt care. Learn more about pre-planning and available services today at whitepinefunerals.com or visit us at 753 South, 100 East in Logan.
White Pine Funeral Services, here when you need us most. Did you know 1 in 3 people will visit a nursing home? Did you know that once there, they will stay there for an average of 3 years? Did you also know there are insurance options that can help cover this experience? Hi, I'm Tracy Ferris with Blue Water Health Insurance. It's not cheap to stay in a full-fledged nursing home. Long-term care insurance can help you or a loved one get the care they need and deserve. If you wait until you need it, you may be too late. Give me a call at 435-890-8155.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
No problem, sweetie.
I can't believe you're able to fit everything in that little sedan.
Bye!
When they move out, you can move on to a house that fits your life. It's time to live in a space that fits your family.
Hi, this is Sid Roeder with Achievement Realty.
Let me help you to find a home that suits your needs and is less to take care of. Save money or even make money on the sale of your current home. Call me today at 512-6406, then list it, sell it, and move on.
And welcome back to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton, here with my wonderful guest, Katherine Madsen from Katydid Estate Sales. We've been talking all things estate sales and how there's just a lot of things that you might not think of that have value, but do. So can you tell me kind of what variety of things do you sell, or do you see that sell best?
So we have a big variety. We can sell everything. I mean, I know in this valley, we've got everything from farm equipment to linens, right? So like I said before, my husband, he works for the radio station and he's in sales and he's a great salesman. And one thing we find is that sometimes the estates are so big that they kind of need to be sectioned out. So we can't just have a 3-day sale. So for instance, right now we're doing a sale where the man was a master craftsman. He was a finish worker. He had everything. He had 2 workshops full of power tools and things like that. And we're able to do, as soon as we get an agreement signed, we will start selling those items for you. We will list them all over. We have access to 3 different internet sites that we can sell on, nationwide auction sites. We have, all sorts of social media, radio, of course. We've sold farm equipment. We've sold boats, cars. And these tools, this house, all these power tools, Greg will put them on the internet or wherever, and he will sell them. We've done, for instance, this house we're doing now, we've sold $20,000 ahead of time before we've even had the sale, which there's a lot of good stuff in the household left, for people to go through, but we kind of wanted to move those big items first. And we also often sell furniture in the house ahead of time just to make space, because we put up tables, we take everything out of the cabinets, we put it out and we display it really nicely. We price every single thing down to the kitchen soap, everything you leave. Food storage, we've sold food storage. A lot of times food storage has gone bad and people think they have to throw it out, but a lot of times people come and buy it for their chickens and their feed. And so that's why I say don't throw stuff out until we take a look and see what we can sell, because we can sell pretty much everything.
So I'm fascinated with that you guys pre-sell and there's certain items so that you will sell online.
Yeah.
And it's not just walking through the home.
Yeah. It's not just, we don't just do a weekend sell. And sometimes it goes into 2 weekends if we need to. But even before that, we will go ahead and list these items. And we know people that are looking for certain items, and we just have a network. I think that's where a lot of our value comes in, is that we have a network of people that are looking for certain things. And so when we find them, we can connect them. And that's a lot of the joy of this job, is just connecting people who are selling and people who are buying, because they're just looking for that one thing and we happen to have it for them. So that works out great for everybody.
Do you have a lot of people that reach out and say, hey, if you come across this,
yes,
you're
all the
calling
time.
me?
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
get that quite a bit. What kind of things are people looking for now?
Tools are always a big hit, with all the different expenses out there, the tariffs and things like that. Tools, you cannot go wrong with tools, because we're always going to need to have tools to build things, right? And so those are always popular. Of course, cars and vehicles like 4-wheelers and things like that, gardening tools. We even, like I said before, there's a market for vintage clothing. People, especially like vintage denim, old denim, people have put it in their barns to insulate, and, ends up being something that you can sell. We come across these little treasures, One time I found in the bottom of a trunk at someone's house, like a beautiful 1940s ball gown that ended up selling locally and now got sold to a California dealer. So it's in some movie star's home. So, it's just kind of fun to connect those things. People still love linens, things like that. China is maybe not as popular, but there is certain china that people love to buy, and what else? Just kind of hard goods. Things, this generation that is passing away now, the baby boomers and stuff, they bought a lot of stuff made out of metal and steel and solid wood and not this kind of prefab stuff that people are buying now, that's on the market now. So there really is some value in these solid pieces of furniture, things like that.
It's just higher quality stuff than what we're getting now.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the golden age where, people are passing away, but there really is a use for a lot of their stuff. So that's a good part of it.
Do you have jewelry's a big one?
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, my wife is not someone that loves jewelry.
I'm not a jewelry person either, but it's
my
fun to look
mom
at.
and my grandma, they did. And so, if someone has those kind of things, what's kind of your process to appraise those? Do you have?
So, we have people who can come in and appraise, professional appraisals, and they'll appraise it for us so they can separate the gold and the silver, which are really high priced right now. So those definitely have value, and the family can just choose to, we can either sell it for the family at the current rate, we can sell for them, or sometimes once in a while there are pieces of jewelry that are better left the way they are. They have the value, not melted down or whatever, and you want to keep them in the family, or you want them to be sold to someone who appreciates it. And then, we can connect the buyers and the sellers in that case. So,
is that one that you would usually do outside of walking through the home, or is that one that with the jewelry that you leave in the actual estate sale?
Well, we like to sell the jewelry as much ahead of time as we can. If there is jewelry especially, we don't want to keep gold and silver overnight. We don't want people to know that there's jewelry in the house and come, break it in or whatever. But so we try and sell that ahead of time, or take it off the premises, or have the family take it off the premises for the sale. And things like costume jewelry, there's still a market for that. A lot of times people take them, those little clamp-on earrings, and they'll trade them out for pierced earrings. And so, there is a market for those things. And jewelry is really fun. If we do have jewelry left at the estate sale, it's usually the lower quality stuff, and we have someone sitting right there at the table. No one can walk around with the jewelry. They have to buy it right there before they get to take
care of it.
So we're really careful with that, with the whole jewelry. It can have a lot of value.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right. So if anyone wants to contact you and reach out, they have questions, or maybe they're wanting to do an estate sale now, what's your contact information?
So they can, even if they go to our website or our Facebook page, so the website is katydidestatesales.com, and the Facebook page is Katydid Vintage Utah. And same with the Instagram page, which I know a lot of seniors probably aren't going to be on there. So really the best bet is just to call our number, and those pages also will just direct you to do the same thing.
And what was your phone number again?
914-560-6104. My husband Greg's number is 435-279-4101.
Awesome. This is the Senior Moment Show. We'll be right back.
Getting around your home should be easy and safe. At RT Med Mobile, they provide wheelchairs, stair lifts, ramps, and electric lift chairs to help seniors maintain independence and comfort. Their friendly team offers free in-home consultations to find the perfect solution for you or your loved one. Locally owned and here to help, call 435-260-6171 today. RT Med Mobile, because your mobility matters.
Are you tired of feeling unwell and not knowing why? At Next Level Health and Wellness, we hear you. We specialize in uncovering the root causes of your discomfort, whether it's gut health, hormone imbalances, or emotional and mental blocks. With personalized plans, advanced lab testing, and evidence-based holistic nutrition practices, we guide you toward lasting health and wholeness. Awaken your healing potential with a team that listens, understands, and supports you wherever you are. Visit nextlevelhw.com to start your journey to feeling better today.
Need a helping hand? The Bear River Association of Governments, also known as BRAG, is here for you.
They assist seniors with in-home services, provide utility bill relief through the HEAT program, and offer rental assistance to keep you housed.
Need help with tax prep? Their experts ensure you get the refund you deserve. And for veterans, they're here to connect you with the benefits you've earned.
BRAG is your local resource for a stronger today and a more secure future. Call today or visit brag.utah.gov.
Picture this. Your family's locked in court, fighting over your home and your assets because there was no plan. Don't let probate decide your future. I'm attorney Justin Wall with Wall Estate Solutions. Stay in control with wills, trusts, and smart planning that keeps your family out of court and your wishes protected. Get peace of mind today. Visit wallestate.law or call 435-294-0346. That's 435-294-0346. Your legacy, your plan.
At Maple Springs Senior Living in North Logan, we understand that entrusting the care of your loved one to someone else is a decision not taken lightly. That's why we go above and beyond to create a nurturing environment where your family becomes our family.
When I found Maple Springs, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. The staff here really cares, and Mom is thriving.
The activities and social events have brought so much joy to Dad's life. I can see a positive change every time I visit.
We know that your loved one's well-being is your top priority, and it's ours too. Learn more at maplesprings.living.com.
And welcome back to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton, here with Catherine Madsen from Katydid Estate Sales. Catherine, we've been talking all the cool things that you get to see. I remember going through my grandpa's barn when I was a kid and just loved looking at all the crazy stuff he had.
Yeah.
And you get to do that all the time.
I do too.
So, but I was curious as we've been going through this and you're helping families sell all their possessions and things, what's the cost breakdown for that?
So what we do is we go in, it's just free to have us come in to talk about it, and there's no cost to the family until the very end. And we keep really meticulous records. Every day we'll keep a spreadsheet of what sells ahead. We'll keep a spreadsheet of what sells every day. And we take we have a fee that we do take out because that covers our labor, our advertising, all that other stuff. And that just kind of depends on the work involved. I won't throw out numbers just because every house is just so different. But then we do have that fee. Then we take 33% and the family gets the 67% at the end. And that all comes out at the end. We'll show it on the spreadsheet, the money, the fee. And the family will make money with us. I guarantee you we're not just going to break even. We're going to make money for the family from this estate. And if we don't think we can make money from your estate, then we would tell you ahead of time. We'd let you know that it's not worth us coming in. But usually we have found that we've been able to help everybody that's reached out, and really in all different situations. It's just such a relief for them. When they've had a death or an unexpected accident or just anything. And we have lots of references of people that have been in all these different situations. And sometimes the family's still alive. The loved ones are just moving to assisted living. Sometimes they've actually passed on. And so it's the children that are, doing most of the work. So any other question?
I guess, what do you say to someone that's like, well, I could just do this all myself?
Then I say they should, I guess. But if they want to do it themselves, then have at it. And, some families can manage that. And there are a lot of people that live close and they're a big family and they can work it out. We work with a lot of families that just don't have the time or energy to do it, or families that live farther away and they can't be there. And I know there's a lot of amount of trust that goes into it. I know that they're trusting us with their possessions, and I just want everyone to know that I take that really seriously. And I was raised by, I have ancestors and that I appreciate the wonderful things that they've accumulated, and I know that they worked hard for these things. I know that they, kept a lot of things because they went through the Depression or whatever, and now we're in kind of the baby boomer age, and sometimes they still have their moms and grandparents' things, and I just want people to know that I really do take that seriously, that I respect that generation, that I love the items that we come across. I think that they're little treasures, And so I'm going to take it really seriously and do the best for the family. I'm not just going to, give things away in a big bundle. I'm going to go through and make sure everything's accounted for.
Yeah. I love how you have so many connections, with different experts as well. If you don't know what it is, you go find someone that can appraise and take care of that, which I don't think a lot of families would take the time to do.
Yeah. I've seen things just go for for a few dollars when they really had more value. And I know a lot of families, and maybe they don't care. Maybe they just want to, get rid of stuff, and that's a whole different ballgame. But for the people that do want to get the most value out of the estate, we're the ones to go to. We've done houses that are tiny and gotten quite a bit of money for the family, where we were all surprised, and we've done bigger homes as well. And we just have done really well for the family. And it's been a nice surprise to kind of help cover these costs of people passing away and all the things that are involved.
All right, here's my personal question, because I'm super curious. Out of all the things you're doing with the estate sale, what are some of the funnest things you've come across that families have owned?
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have enough time to tell all those.
Just one or two.
Oh, we've just seen cool furniture. I've seen cool kids' toys, things, beautiful clothing, maybe. I think I always get a kick out of the wedding dresses that have been handmade. I love the handmade stuff. It's just, there was so much craftsmanship that went into a lot of these items, not just linens and lace, but also the implements, the farm implements, the furniture that people have handmade. There's just so much talent, and this generation just knew how to make stuff, and they made it well, and they made it to last, and so that's why it's still here for us to have. And so anyway, I just appreciate all those beautiful handmade things. For me, I think I appreciate that the most.
Oh, that's fantastic. Did the family have a hard time? I know we're running out of time here, but did the family have a hard time giving up some of these things?
I think there's amount of guilt. We could have done a whole other section on this. I do think there is kind of a guilt that we carry, but I hope people can just be at peace about it and know that it's okay to let things go. And we're going to do it in a respectful way for people, and they can have confidence in that whole process for us, that we're going to take good care of their things, and they don't have to keep them around out of guilt or, obligation, that it's okay to let things go.
And find a new home.
Yeah, and find a new home, because we're going to find someone who loves those things.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on with us today. And if anyone needs to call, what's a quick phone number?
So it's 914-560-6104. Thanks.
Awesome. This is the Senior Moment Show. I hope you tune in again next week.